Alright, today we're in Mike's 2007 A4. We're going to show you how to run the Enfig AUDI SAT PASS 2. The run's pretty much the same for the SAT PASS 1. This video works for 2005 and a half through 2008. First thing you do is put the keys in, take out the radio, you put the notch facing inwards. I don't think it's pushed all the way in. Yeah, just took it out of this. Alright, as soon as you pop them in, it's going to lock. You're going to hear it snap, notch facing in, and then the radio just slides right out. We've done this 1,000 times. And then you just push the side, tabs in to remove the keys. Make sure you have your radio code, because, I mean, you don't really have to unplug your radio, but if you do unplug it completely, make sure you have the radio code to be safe. This little tab just comes up. There you go. Just push on the tab and unplug.
I was lazy with that ground for my own iPod adapter. Don't do it like that.
Yeah, Mike's about to get a new radio, so he just threw in an aux for a week. Pretty funny. Anyway, alright, so let's get all this stuff out of the way. Alright, now that we took out the radio, we're gonna put the radio over here. The wire is gonna come out through here. When you look in the radio cavity, you can actually see the light. If you guys want, what you could do is you can pull this out right here. And there's an 8mm nut you can take off. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull on this right here and stretch the plastic a little. If you're afraid you're going to break something, just take the nut out. It takes 2 seconds. Alright, Mike's going to feed the wire towards me. Mind you, he's doing this only through light. Let's see if it comes through without me touching anything. Oh, there it is. Alright, so I got that. Now, obviously I'm going to say bring the whole wire through, and what I usually do is I leave enough SAT pass hanging so that it sits directly in front of the climate control. Whoops, untangle that, there you go. Alright, this is a waste of 10 seconds. This is where the Benny Hill music should come in and everything should be in fast forward. Alright, now I'm going to pick up the camera to show you. See, I leave the SAT pass hanging right there. That way you don't want to come up short, so leave a little extra. Alright, take one. Alright, now that we're here, as you can see, I'm going to pull this panel out a little. I'm going to squeeze a cable through here. You can see it's a little rough. I could see people get nervous doing that. Make sure you push this back down. Alright, this cable now is going to push up and into back there and go behind. This is important because, you know, this is your gas pedal. You don't want anything. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tuck it behind here. All right, and I'm also gonna push this up back here. You know, there's a big metal bar over here. Just push it out of the way and then tuck this cable. You push it far back enough, you get to the edge of the carpet. You kind of tuck it under the carpet back there, and like that way, if you tuck it under, there's no way it can come out. Alright, now over here, you can try to get this up and down and over, but unless you're going to take the whole part out, most people, I think I have actually cracked one of those things, so I don't do that anymore. What I do is just, right next to the factory wire, there's a hole right there. It's a little hard. Well, here, let me. Oh, that's not right. It's a little hard to do when you're trying not to block that view of the camera. You do two at a time, one at a time. Come on. This is why it's important to run it from front back. If you try to run it from back front, running that big connector is a pain. I mean, running these little ones is a pain. Look at this, come on. Oh, there you go, that's why. Alright, so you just take it. It's funny because this is actually really easy to do. And in the back of my head, I consider it a hard thing to do. But we've done it so many times that we kind of figured out how to do it. so therefore it's becoming easy. Alright, you tuck everything else over there. Alright, tuck everything else over here. Now it's up to you if you want to take this piece off. I don't think it's necessary. Let me see, can you see that? Yeah. I don't think it's necessary to take this whole thing off, but some of you that want to go crazy with it will. Right now. Same thing over here, just run it behind the plastic. Real time install, real time. Alright, so you just tuck it all back here. Alright, as you can see, the only thing you're going to actually see, well, actually, somehow I did it better than I expected, and it ended up getting tucked downwards, which I didn't realize. I'll look into that, but anyway, it's tucked back there. No. And you can't even see it. That's even better than I expected. Alright, so that's tucked in there. There you go. Alright, at this point I'm going to let Mike take over the rest of the install so he can take off his own panels.
Okay, we're back. I'm going to start by taking off this fuse panel cover with this awesome panel popper tool that we sell. Just pop it over here. There's a little notch to get you going, and just continue on. There should be about 3 clips, 1, 2, 3, and put that to the side.
I know a lot of you don't even know it's there.
Yes, and you're gonna start by pulling this guy off. Just go at it with some force. These clips are always gonna pop off. I don't care what you say; they usually do, but just get this a little bit. This one's a little bit, you don't want to break anything. I'm going to get this with the panel popper and just try to... It's a little awkward of a piece to kind of try to pull off.
Yeah, and then you're also videotaping, so you got a camera in your way.
Yeah, that's it, that too. There we go. What? It stayed on. Okay, so now you see what happens. Is there's little flex clips. This a lot. The car B6s and B7s use these a lot. They kind of just slide in there. What happens a lot of times is they'll squeeze and then the plastic will pull, and like in this case, you see it's still stuck in there.
Just use a pair of pliers to pull it out. That's
or pick or whatever.
Yeah.
All right. Now continue on. You've got the wire over here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start pulling up on this guy here. Since I've done an amp wire in this car maybe about 6 times. It comes out kind of easy. You might have to do a little bit more force, but you'll see the metal clip still stuck in there. And this comes out. There's 3 clips down here. The reason why you have to take the plastic piece.
Just to reiterate what he just said, these clips, you just got to slide them into the plastic groove and they go right back in.
Yeller. And that's the reason why I also had to take this first off, because that whole clip was holding this piece in. Other than that, kind of just comes right out. Next, what we're gonna do is you're gonna grab your SAT pass cable, and the beauty of running, you're just gonna start running this guy over here. Put it down here. I would, for this video, I'm just gonna kind of run it in there. But what I would recommend, if you don't want it going anywhere, zip tie it, maybe it's one of these harnesses, tuck it underneath the carpet so it doesn't get no possibility of getting pinched or cut, and just kind of tuck away. You could see that you get a lot of room down here. So pull this up. These plastic guys kind of hold the carpet in, so just marvel at the simplicity of your 2007 German car. Pull up. Keep going. Tuck it away. Now, here's a little tricky guy. You could just pull this up, and now, what you can do here is, since Christian's actually sitting in the seat, he's going for a little ride right now, pull this back up, and this is a thin wire. I mean, if you're doing a 0 gauge down the side of the car, I would take this off. But really, you could just kind of tuck this away. Just make sure that you tuck nicely, like kind of pull it up there, and continue on to the back.